based on the idea that if you are faithful and you are truthful, that you can resolve the issues, and you can. It's a good deal.
Resolving issues. Much of what you've talked about stems back to childhood trauma and things that happen in our formative years. I often wonder, those holes in the bedroom floor you describe, the early traumas,
They're often in the bedroom floor, by the way.
Yeah.
You bet.
Can we ever fill those, or can we just put planks of wood over them?
Oh, no. You can't put planks of wood over them. You have to fill them. And what you do, and you can do this. Let's say you were bullied repeatedly when you were a kid. Okay, you're probably still being bullied, because if you didn't, being a bully victim is a stable trait. So the great analysis of bullies that have been done, Dan Olweus in Sweden did this. He was a great psychologist. He analyzed bullying behavior and bully victim behavior. So he defined bullying very carefully. You're a bully if you use power disproportionately. So like if I'm 12 and I'm picking on someone my own size, I'm not a bully, right? Because the risk to me is commensurate to the risk to them. That's just aggression. That's just competition. And even if it's violent, it's not bullying. A bully is when I'm 12 and you're 8, or when there's 2 of us and 1 of you, or when I get you in a position where you're completely vulnerable and can't defend yourself. Disproportionate use of force, right? Bully victim is someone, the bullies will check out. Imagine a bully comes into a room full of kids. He'll poke at all the kids, and one of the kids will manifest a disproportionate emotional response. Well, then it's like he just zeroes in on that. And those are often kids who are higher in neuroticism or who are fragile for other reasons. And then that can become permanent. And both the bullies and the bully victims have a negative long-term developmental trajectory. The bullies tend to become criminal and alienated on that front, especially as they move into high school. And the bully victims tend to become depressed, anxious, and dependent. If you have a partner who's been a bully victim, for example, that's going to be brought into your marriage. And then one of the things that's going to happen is every time you try to have a dispute, which is to actually think and solve a problem, they're going to see you through the bully template. They're going to treat you like you're a bully. They're going to accuse you of being a bully. They're going to bring up all the times before when you acted like a bully, and then you're going to have to defend yourself. And part of the reason that people can't listen is because they also don't know how to defend themselves. It's like, especially if here's 15 pieces of evidence that you're a bully. It's like, can you counter those? Maybe. What if you're not very articulate? It might take you 2 weeks to think up how to argue yourself out of that. Plus, you're going to be doubtful about it. So those are very complicated things to work through. But you can listen. If you listen, the person will dispense with some of their accusations by themselves. The accusations that can't be dispensed with, though, now those are questions. Maybe your kid's upset when he or she's interacting with you, and your wife says, well, you're too hard on him. It's like, well, are you? Well, it's time for you to go away for like a week and meditate on that, right? And that's soul searching, right? You're going to go down to the bottom of your heart. It's like, well, are you a bully? Are you a bully like your father was a bully? Are you a bully like a friend who was a reprobate that you admired and tried to copy was a bully? You have to see, because maybe you are. Maybe you should stop. But then you also have to figure out how you would be if you weren't being a bully. Then your wife can help you, and this is another good rule for couple conflict. Like, let's say I'm unhappy with you. So I come and tell you that. You can ask me, okay, what do you want? If I could give you what you wanted, what would it be? Well, I don't know. It's like, no, sorry. I cannot hit a target you won't specify. Let's discuss it at least. We got to have a target here. And so this is also if you're an employee. You got to know this if you're an employee. You're going to your boss with a problem. Why don't you go with a solution too? And if you're the sort of employee who goes to your boss with a solution,